You're watching Game Show Network. You're watching Game Show Network.
Welcome to another edition of Adam Curry Presents. Wow. We're wrapping up our final Adam Curry Presents for our February fireworks. On today's episode, we go back to April 1984 with the classic game. We're going to be tossing some potatoes from April 1984. Coming up next.
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah, what is it?
I was just wondering if the job is short order. Coke is still available.
Oh, come on, Barry. Give the kid
Please?
a break.
Come on, Bert. Give the guy a chance.
All right, okay. All right.
All right, kid. It's all yours.
You won't regret this, sir.
The biggest cola taste of all.
Okay, here we go. Rotate.
You can be anything you want to be there.
You can see anything you want to see there. There's excitement in the air for you and me there.
You feel free there. You can NBC there, but you got to be there.
Yeah,
You just got to be there. You feel free there. You'll be what you want to be. See what you want to see. You can NBC there. Be there. Look around. Everything will look so new there.
you can do anything you want to do there. There's excitement in the air for me and you there.
Dreams come true there. In red, white, and blue there. But you've got to be there.
Yeah,
You just got to be there. You feel free there. You'll be what you wanna be. See what you wanna see. You can NBC there. Be there. You got to be there. You just got to be there. You got to be there. You just got to be there. You get what you see there. You can feel so free there. Just you and me there. You just got to be there. Just got to be there. The time is now. Be there. You got to be there.
yeah.
You just got to be there. You feel free there. You be what you wanna be. See what you wanna see. It'll be you and me there. Be what you wanna be there. You feel so free there. It's just you and me there. NBC there. Be there.
It's in colors in Livermore.
Here
are our champions. They're three of a kind.
I'm Gloria Warner.
I'm Jim Wright.
I'm Suzanne McCausland, and we're
Hypnotists.
And here are our challengers. They're also three of a kind.
Hi, I'm Father Francis.
And I'm Brother Dan.
And I'm Brother Jordan. And we're
Benedictine monks.
And they're here to play Hot Potato. And here to toss the hot potato, our host, Bill Cullen.
Hello. Thank you very much, and welcome to Hot Potato. This promises to be an interesting day in all my born days, and there have been many of them. I've never been between hypnotists and monks before. Could prove very interesting. We welcome back our hypnotists with $12,000 to their credit and trying to add to it. Suzanne, welcome back.
Thank you.
Are you doing very well? How about you, Jim?
Yes.
Plans for your money?
Well, first I was thinking Hawaii, but now I'm starting to lean toward the Greek islands. You know what I mean?
Very good. I once leaned toward the Greek islands. Had a rather wet and tragic effect. Gloria, good to have you back with us, and we wish you well. May I go over here and so we can all get acquainted with our Benedictine monks?
Yes.
Father Francis, you are the father. Daniel and Jordan are brothers.
Yes.
Is that correct? Father Francis, would you mind telling us an average routine, a daily routine for the Benedictine monks?
Well, it's a little bit long. We have 5 different times of prayer a day. It starts out, we have to be up in the morning by 6 for our first prayers in the chapel.
I could do that.
Then we have meditation for a half an hour, and then another set of prayers, and then breakfast in silence. Then we have, then we have wash dishes together. That's a religious activity at home, 3 times.
Yeah.
Then we have classes or work, masses at noon. Then we have lunch, and then work again, and then meditation in the afternoon, vespers at 6, community meal together, usually with reading in the evening, and then, let's see, what else? Then we have community recreation, wash dishes again, and our closing prayer at 8:30, and we have silence from 8:30 at night until 8:30 in the morning.
That I couldn't do. That I would have. Well, it's very interesting, and I'm glad to know that. I never. Brother Daniel, what decided you to become a religious order?
Well, I've always had a desire to serve God. And after going up to Valermo for a week, which I just went up to sort of check the place out and have some silent time and some solitude, and after 2 days, I wanted to stay. So I've been there since.
And you're happy, and I'm happy for you. Brother Jordan, any particular plans for the future, or do monks have plans for the future? That's a dumb question. That might be a dumb question, but answer it in your own way.
No, I'd like to eventually become a priest and work doing counseling and things like that with the people that come up to the monastery.
So, as a brother now, you can still work your way toward the priesthood and ordination?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I hope you all realize your dreams. I know they're good for you and all of us, and we wish you all well. We're going to read the first question now. This applies to everybody, so because everybody might or might not have a chance. Here's a question. What do you... After what you just told me, my first question elicits a chuckle on my part. But anyway, here's the first question. What do you do for a fun evening at home? So much for that. All right. He continues. We asked Americans, now we asked a bunch of Americans that question in a nationwide survey, and we have the list of the 9 responses most often given. Can you name 7 of those fun activities? And father and brothers, just put yourself in the place, if you can, the average American fun-loving person. Okay, Gloria, we're going to begin with you. You know what the question is. What are you going to do?
I'll answer, and I'll say watch TV.
Watch TV is correct. There's an answer on the board. That is the #1 answer. How about you, Jim?
Well, I'll play, and I think a lot of people like to play board games for fun.
So you would say playing board games? All right. More information, more specific, that means. Board games.
Like Monopoly and...
That's correct. We'll buy that one. You have another right answer. Suzanne?
How about playing the video games?
Playing video games. A wrong answer, Suzanne. Off there, you have 2 opponents, gentlemen, and control passes to Father Francis. And now, Father Francis, how do you think Americans answered that? Here was the question, what people say they do for a fun evening at home. What do you think, Father Francis? You may challenge your answer.
I would say play cards.
Play cards is a right answer, and we have 3 on the board. Brother Daniel.
I'm going to pass to
Okay. Jim, you're up. In order to stay in the game, you have to come up with a right answer.
Well, how about intimate relationships?
Intimate relationships. I'm glad that answer came from your team. And it is wrong, Jim. Would you go back there and sit next to Susan? Nothing more than that. 1 opponent left over there, gentlemen. Brother Jordan, you're up. We need 4 more right answers. You have 1 opponent. What's your choice?
Sorry, Gloria.
I gather he's throwing the hot potato to you, Gloria, to stay alive. Miss it, and you lose the round. For the round, then, this is.
A fun evening at home.
Yeah.
Just talking and telling jokes.
Talking, telling jokes, more information, more specific. Keep talking.
Talking, telling jokes.
Time?
Talking and telling jokes.
And that's it. That's time is up. That's considered wrong. And our benediction monks have won the round. Congratulations, gentlemen. Okay. Congratulations. The Benedictine monks have won the first round. It's 1-0. The other things we could have accepted: entertain at home or have a party. That's number 2. Listen to music, read, play Scrabble, talk to your spouse, or play, and this one is a brand new one in the list, I know, play Trivial Pursuit. Interesting enough, a brand new game. We'll be back here in just a moment and say, speaking of things trivial, we'll see you in a while.
Okay, now remember, we want parents to call Kraft macaroni and cheese Kraft cheese and macaroni. Annie, this isn't going to be easy. Just tell them the cheese should come first, because it's the cheese sauce that makes it taste so good.
Kraft macaroni and cheese dinner, made with genuine Kraft cheddar. What could taste better?
Let's just say we explain everything over and over, and they still won't call it Kraft cheese and macaroni. Then what? Tell them it'll clean up your room.
Kraft cheese and macaroni.
Ready for a shock? I found out all fabric bleach works best in hot water. I also found Borateam, the borax bleacher. It's specially formulated for warm water washing. So when I switched to warm for brightening colors, I switched to Borateam, the borax bleacher.
When I switched to warm to remove stains from synthetics, I switched to Borateam, the borax bleacher.
Borateam. It's made to whiten, brighten, and remove stains in warm water. So when you switch to warm, switch to Borateam, the borax bleacher.
For those of you who are just tuning in, the score is Monks 1, Hypnotist nothing. And we have another question, if you'll all listen, please. While Marilyn Monroe appeared in over 24 motion pictures, the last 10 she completed are probably her most famous. We need only 7 of the last 10 films of Marilyn Monroe. All right, we begin with the monks in control. They have a round. They need another for the game. Father Francis, would you like to answer or challenge?
Well, I'm very bad at this, so I don't know anything. So
well, then
I'm going to give it to Jim.
All right, Jim, it's an early pass and might be with you. You can knock one of your opponents out of the round. Answer. He's not doing so hot.
You would think that I would know a lot about Marilyn Monroe.
I would think. Time is catching you now.
Okay, I'm going to say, Horse Brigade or something.
Time, and wrong answer. And if you'll go back there and sit down. Well, you did it the easy way, Father Francis, and we're back down to the monks in control. Brother Dan, would you like to name one of Marilyn's last 10 films or a challenge?
I'm not sure if this is the movie, but I'll play and say On a Rainy Day.
On a Rainy Day is a wrong answer, Brother Daniel. If you go back there and sit in the confessional, we'll be with you in a moment. Suzanne, it's up to you now. We have no right answers yet. You have 2 opponents.
I will challenge Brother Jordan.
Brother Jordan, an answer is necessary from you, sir, to stay in the game. Time is creeping up on you?
I don't know.
Okay, that is then considered a wrong answer. If you'll go and join Brother Daniel, and control stays with our hypnotist. Interestingly enough, we have no right answers given yet, but it's working out for our hypnotist. Gloria, it's up to you. You have 1 opponent.
Oh, boy. I'm going to challenge.
It's up to you to stay in the round, Father Francis, to answer the question. If you miss it, they win the round and the game is tied. Time is catching you?
The game is tied.
That's your answer? Did Marilyn ever make a picture called The Game is Tied? She did not, and our hypnotists have won the round and tied the game. Your answer... Your answer was good, not only as a title, which I know you didn't mean as such, but in an announcement of fact. The game is indeed tied. Let me tell you the ones you could have mentioned. We got no right answers. Here are 10 of them. Bus Stop, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, How to Marry a Millionaire, Let's Make Love, River of No Return, Some Like It Hot, The Misfits, The Prince and the Showgirl, The 7-Year Itch, and There's No Business Like Show Business. We'll be back here in just a moment. But you know, in showbiz, we pause for things like this.
I've got a headache this big, and it's got Excedrin written all over it.
I've got a headache this big, and it's got Excedrin written all over it.
Excedrin, the big headache medicine. More medicine than any regular strength pain reliever. The most medicine you can buy without a prescription. Nothing is stronger.
I had a headache this big, but I took Excedrin, and it's gone.
Excedrin from Bristol Myers, the headache medicine.
Spray any air freshener, and what do you get? A wet, misty spray. That's why Renewsit invented Fresh and Dry. It's really dry. No wet mist or powder in the air or anywhere. Spray Fresh and Dry anywhere. It's so dry, it freshens the air, your carpet, your upholstery, without wetness. Why spray wet? Spray Fresh and Dry from Renewsit.
It's dry. The only air freshener you can spray anywhere.
The traffic.
I can't read
the boss. The baby. The dog. That does it. Calgon, take me away.
Lose your cares in the luxury of a Calgon bath. Calgon softens the water to leave skin feeling silky smooth as it lifts your spirits. The soft, luxurious, fragrant world of Calgon.
I love it.
Pamper yourself with a Calgon bath. Lose yourself in luxury.
Oh, more sugar. My kids eat too much sugar.
So do mine. Well, I can help change that tune. Just switch from your peanut butter to nutritious Skippy.
Oh, Annette, peanut butter is peanut butter.
No peanut butter is more nutritious than Skippy. And of all the leading national brands, only Creamy Skippy has half the added sugars.
Half the added sugars? Wow.
And it tastes bad too, Mom. Yeah.
See? For good nutrition, it's hard to beat
Skippy!
Well, that last game was interesting. As I say, I'm quite sure in the history of our show, we haven't been on that long, but that's the first time a round was ever won without a correct answer being given. It's all right. That proves the way the game works. If you don't win one way, you can win another. Hypnotists, you will be in control. The game is all tied up with 1 round apiece. We wish you all luck, and here for everybody is the question. What snack do you like to eat when you go to a party? Now, with the help of Davis Research, we asked people across America this question. What is your favorite party snack? We have the list of the top 8 responses. We want 7 to be named. Gloria, beginning with you, what are you going to do?
I'll answer and say cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers is right. We have 1 right answer on the board. Jim, choice, sir.
I'll answer, and I'll say potato chips.
Potato chips is another right answer. 2 right answers on the board. Chips, that covers chips of all kind, and that's the number 1 answer. Suzanne, to you.
Okay, I'll play and say the little sandwiches.
Little sandwiches. Okay, that's an answer. Incorrect, though, I'm sorry to say. And there are 2 opponents over there as we pass control to our Benedictine monks. Father Francis, would you like to come up with an answer, sir?
Peanuts.
Peanuts is correct. We have 3 right answers on the board. That takes care of all nuts, by the way. Peanuts and walnuts and things like that. Takes care of the nut situation, which I am fairly good. Brother Daniel.
I'm going to play and try fresh raw vegetables.
Fresh raw vegetables. Sorry, sir, it's wrong. And 2 players now on each team as they dwindle down to a precious few. Gloria, you're in control. What's your choice? This is the deciding round.
I'm going to challenge somebody.
Whom?
I think Father Francis.
Father Francis, you've been challenged, sir, to stay in the game. Come up with a party snack.
A party snack.
That hasn't been named.
And it can't be a chip.
No, all chips are...
All chips are out.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
time flying?
Time is flying.
Quickly if you could.
Cheetos.
Cheetos, he said, is the buzzer sounded. Wrong answer, Father Francis. Now then, back to our hypnotists who have regained control. One opponent over there, Brother Jordan. Jim, you're up. We need 4 right answers. This could be, depending on what happens here, for the round in the game. What are you going to do?
I think I will give Brother Jordan this potato.
It's all on you, Brother Jordan. You have to name one of those favorite party snacks that has not been mentioned for the round and the game if you miss. If you answer correctly, you will gain control. So to stay alive, sir, good luck.
Dip of some sort?
Dip is a correct answer. You have gained control, and Jim, you're out there. That's not... Now, that takes care... Very interesting. Here's the situation, Brother Jordan. That takes care of one of your opponents. Now, we have 4 right answers, and you have 1 opponent left. You are in control, Brother Jordan. Do you want to answer, or do you want to challenge? It is up to you, and this could be, it will be one way or the other, for the round and the game. Choice.
I think I'll pass this potato to Gloria.
Gloria, it's all on your head for the 3rd round and the game. Get it, and you win the game. Miss it, and you lose the game. Answer, please.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres is wrong in the Benedictine month for the round and the game. Well done, gang. Boy. Well, congratulations. The answers we could have taken, favorite party snacks, pizza, popcorn, and the number 2 is pretzels. Those were the ones. Congratulations, gentlemen. You did well. And equal congratulations to our hypnotist, because although you didn't win this game, you take with you our thanks and $12,000. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you. And you, Suzanne. Congratulations, Father Francis, Brother Daniel, Brother Jordan. We'll be back in a moment, but right now we're going to pause and ask you, please, to watch this.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Can you taste it?
I can taste it.
It's the real grain taste of Chex. You can hear how hearty it is. Can you hear it?
We can hear it.
Can you taste it?
We can taste it.
It's the real grain taste of Chex.
Chex brand cereals take the taste of rice, corn, wheat, and bran and gives them real grain crunch.
Can you hear it?
Hey!
It's the real grain taste of Chex. You can hear how hearty it is.
It's easy to see what the specials were today. Just look at me. I gotta clean up. Trouble is, detergents and softeners start out cleaning, but they let some dirt in the wash water get back on me again. So I use Yes detergent, because Yes not only gets out stains, it's formulated to keep wash water dirt from washing back in. So I come out really clean, really soft, too, until tomorrow.
Yes keeps wash water dirt off clothes, leaving them clean and soft. Little Lisa and her grandmother are baking muffins for Daddy. Same recipe, but 2 different pans. Now, the critical moment. Uh-oh, Grandma's in an ordinary pan are stuck. But little Lisa's muffins flip out perfectly. The secret is out. She used Baker's Secret, the bakeware with a secret surface. No sticking, no tearing. Not with Baker's Secret. With muffins, breads, all cakes, the secret is out. Baker's Secret.
Minute Rice fits the way you want to cook today. You're cooking fast, but cooking good to be sure it turns out like it should. Use Minute Rice. It's never boiled, never spoiled, fluffy and light, always right. Minute Rice fits the way you want to cook today. Always made to a T. Ah, perfectly. In 5 minutes flat, you like it like that. Minute Rice fits the way you want to cook today.
Very well. Extremely well. Just talking to our Benedictine monks, and I said they did extremely well because most of these questions are about everyday civilian life, if you can call it civilian. And I mean, you have to sort of put yourself into somebody else's shoes or under their bonnet. Gentlemen, the subject of today's bonus is colors. Now, I'm going to show you or name something, and after I name it, I will then show you 2 colors. And each time you'll have to match the correct color to the item I name. Okay, now, each time you're right, you earn $500. Answer 5 questions correctly, you'll win your jackpot, which is now at $5,000. Now, remember this, Father Francis, you're the captain. You do have a pass. If there's something you're not sure of, you may use the pass and survive that question and go on and be forced to answer the next one. I wish you well. I always root for our players at this point, and Monks particularly. I shall root for you against the house, which, again, is always a pleasure. All right. Your first question, match the correct color to the item. Now this, okay, I won't say anything. Johnny Cash's stage costume, is it black or blue? Remember, you have a pass. Now, if you may have a conference, please, if any of you think you know it.
It's just like that.
Oh,
I think it's appropriately black.
Black is the correct answer. Congratulations. Well done. Do you want to go on? All right. Going to take the audience's advice. I thought that one you'd have trouble with, but I'm glad. And remember, now, Father Francis, you still have a pass. Boy,
Yes,
that's more than we get in life. They decided to go for it. Okay. Now, match the correct color to the item. The heart awarded to wounded soldiers. Is it purple or is it yellow?
Purple. Well, it's a purple.
Purple is the correct answer, sir. You have $2,000.
Keep going. I'll keep going.
Going on? All right. With true Benedictine spirit, they're going ahead. Congratulations. I hope you get this one now. You're going for $1,500 or nothing with a pass in hand. Match the correct color to the item. The item is the 25th wedding anniversary. Would you say it was silver or copper? Have your conference.
Go for silver.
You're going for silver is a correct answer. You now have $1,500. Going. Our Benedictine monks are going on. It's now $2,000 or nothing. I remind you again, you have a pass if you should need it. Match the correct color to the item. The item is the city in the land of Oz, in the Wizard of Oz. Is that city sapphire or emerald?
We'll go for emerald.
Good for you. You have $2,000. Oh, I hope you do it. You're going on. I wish you well. Now, remember, you have a pass. Well, I will say this, because I can say it to everyone. You use it only if you think you need to use it to save your skin, as it were. All right, it's now, I'm as excited as I know you must be. For $5,000 or nothing, match the correct color to the item. The item is Moby Dick the whale. Moby Dick the whale. Was he blue or white? Talk it over. Don't rush into anything here. You have a pass if you want it. But if you think you know what it is, boy, this is the time to come up with it, because $5,000 riding on this answer.
Did you say the type or the color?
The color. Moby Dick the whale. The color of it.
Okay, we say, if it's the color, we say white.
Congratulations. You got $5,000. Well done, gentlemen. Well done indeed. I congratulate you. The next one, I'm glad you didn't pass, because the next one is the color of the meanies in the Beatles movie, The Yellow Submarine. Would you have known that?
Color
I know,
what?
the meanies. I know I wouldn't have known it, no. Boy, I'm glad you didn't. The blue meanies. Yes. Brother Daniel, you get around. That's the right answer. In any event, Father Francis, what are you going to do with your winnings now?
We're building onto our chapel.
And it's going to go to that? I assume you gentlemen have a vow of relative poverty. Is that correct?
It's, yes, we don't have anything ourselves. It belongs to the community.
It belongs to the community of Benedictine monks.
Yeah.
We're very happy to do our part. You earned it. We're doing nothing. Actually, you came here, you gave us a lot of fun, and you earned for your community $6,000, and you're still here playing the game. Thank you all. We'll be back here in a moment, but right now we're going to pause for something a little more mundane.
I've tried fad diets, powders, pills. Still, my weight's been up and down like a yo-yo until the AIDS plan taught me how to take off weight and help keep it off.
AIDS may taste like a candy, but AIDS contains one of the most effective appetite suppressants you can buy. And there's no stimulant in AIDS that could make you nervous.
With AIDS, I ate less, so the weight came off. To help keep it off when I sometimes want things loaded with calories, AIDS helps put me in control.
The AIDS plan can teach you how to take off weight and help keep it off. Try new peanut butter AIDS.
Am I blue?
Am I blue? Am I blue? Yes, I'm blue, hoping you won't be
When you need a laxative, dependable Phillips is a true blue friend. Most doctors agree milk of magnesia is gentler than the ingredient in the leading tablet. Unlike bulk laxatives, Phillips is so dependable it usually works overnight.
Am I blue? I'm true blue, just for you.
Dependable Phillips.
Was I blue? Very interesting. During the commercial, we had a chance to chat, and I asked Father Francis if they prayed, knowing, I was sort of expecting a negative answer to that before winnings. Now, did you at all, during the time you were playing the game, pray?
Yes, we prayed before.
And what was, may I ask what it was you...
Well, we didn't pray to win. We prayed that we would give God glory and whatever. We didn't know what we were here for except to be here. So we came under obedience, and we said, whatever you want, God will do.
Isn't that nice? God did all right by you.
Sure did.
He does most of the time, does he not?
Yes.
$6,000.
Even when we don't understand him.
Exactly. $6,000 to all of you from us, and we look forward to seeing you on our next show. Thank you. We'll see you bye. Bye from Hot Potatoes.
A member of our studio audience will receive Gibson's Variable Speed Washmaster Automatic Washer designed to save you time and energy, and a matching automatic dryer with 4 independent temperature selections and vacuum dry system for energy-efficient drying power furnished by Gibson. World Book's 22-volume encyclopedia, including research guide and index volume, easy to use and read, furnished by World Book. Some of our parting contestants will receive Hamilton Beach's Deluxe Drink Master Milkshake Machine with 2 mixing speeds, ideal for making great milkshakes, diet drinks, omelets, and more from Hamilton Beach Scoville. The Bissell Double Action Floor Sweeper snaps up dirt and litter off carpets and bare floors. Great for quick pickups between vacuuming, furnished by Bissell. Soft Soap brand liquid soap. Conditions and moisturizes as it gently cleans. Outlasts and outdates bar soaps. Soft Soap, soap without the soapy mess. From across the Pacific comes Hawaiian Tropic natural tanning lotions and oils, plus this attractive Hawaiian Tropic inflatable raft. Buy Brim decaffeinated coffee for rich roasted taste. Fill your cup to the rim with Brim. Today's Girl Pantyhose. Active women choose Today's Girl Pantyhose for sheerness fit in now 6 new colors, available at fine department stores.
Next on Search for Tomorrow.
You'll say, thank goodness it's 4. Today and every weekday at 4. Join hosts Jan Rasmussen and Pat Van Horn for TGI 4.
It's a Barry and Enright production.
Thursday on Cheers, learn the truth about Sam.
I work for the government.
You are an idiot.
No, that's just my cover.
Then it's the premiere of The Duck Factory, where a country boy gets his big break in a Hollywood cartoon company. From the creators of The Mary Tyler Moore Show comes The Duck Factory. And on Hill Street Blues, a crazed junkie could cost Lucy her life. Thursday.
Be there.
Is where the flavor begins. The sweet cream flavor of Land O'Lakes butter. Churned fresh from the morning's milking. Discover the taste that captured the country. America's favorite, Land O'Lakes butter, is here.
You can eat an orange or you can drink it. Introducing sun-kissed fruit juice drinks. Taste the real fruit flavor of Sun-Kissed. Experience the refreshment of Sun-Kissed. All 100% natural. There's orange, grape, fruit punch, and apple.
Take your brother with you. Cookies. For the big times, for the small, it's for the times you're feeling 10 feet tall. Oh, Coke is it? It's the one
tomorrow on our February fireworks on both of my YouTube channels. Here's what you're going to see.
Television.
Pat
On our panel
Carroll,
tonight is the talented comedian
playing for
Pat
a
Carroll.
member of the studio audience
Stand
on
by
The Price
for
is
The
Right.
Price is Right. Brought to you by new Lawrence Filter cigarettes. Taste the good things that happen to smoke filtered through charcoal granules. Lawrence, richly rewarding yet uncommonly smooth. And now here he is, your host on The Price is Right, Bill Cullen.
Thank you. Thank you all very kindly. By golly, I want to say to all you people gathered here in Atlantic City at this convention that if you put me in office, I'll find a way out. Welcome to The Price is Right. Happy to have you with us. Hey, a very special welcome to Pat Carroll back again after this absence of many weeks. Welcome back, Pat.
Well, bless your heart, Bill. Thank you. It's good to be back.
I think I didn't get a chance to hear Johnny. There was noise back. I think he said the very talented Pat Carroll. I think that he also neglected to make mention what a fine cook you are.
A cook?
Yeah, no, it's your mother who's the cook. That's
I'm
right.
afraid so.
Yes. I used to work with Pat on all kind of little jobs around town. She always had a bag of good type food. Did you bring anything
that was
tonight?
my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law?
Who lived in New Jersey that would always give me some goodies, and I'd bring them around. Actually, I would sell them on street corners.
Good. Well, tell her to send some over to me. I'll drop my address by later because
All
they're
right.
real great. Pat's going to be competing for prizes with the rest of our panel. Let's say hello to them right now. Our new champion, Mrs. Dorothy Bateski, housewife, Rochester. She won it last week with a total of $9,951. Welcome back, Dorothy.
Tomorrow.
Here is Mr. James Murray, a salesman from Harrison, New York. Welcome, Jim. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Mr. Angelo Panetti, an engineer from Plainfield, New Jersey. Welcome to you, Mr. Panetti. And Pat Carroll. Pat, I want to talk a little later with you about what your plans are, but right now, here comes a container. Oops, there it is. Now, Pat, if you will pick 4 out one at a time and try to get them from different spots in the barrel there. Don't read the names. We'll explain to everybody these are the people you'll be playing for tonight in the order in which the cards are chosen. Anytime you win a prize, an item, it goes to the person whose card was selected for that particular prize. Get 4 out of there. One more to go. All right.
And that's 4.
All right, you got 4. Now, before we read that, I will explain to our panel here we have something for each of you. One of our Price is Right game boxes. I'll explain the game. You bid for the item. It goes to the person who bids the highest without going over, and that person wins the item, and the person who wins the most becomes the champion of the evening, unless, of course, the big winner is Pat Carroll, our guest. Then the big champion will be chosen from numbers 1, 2, and 3.
Monday,
That takes care of that. Pat, if you read the name. First
Yes,
name and
sir.
city on that card of yours there.
Right, Bill. The first name is Irving Ampolsky, A-M-P-O-L-S-K-Y.
Wow, there's Irving,
Brooklyn,
all
New
right.
York.
Come on down, Irving Ampolsky. If you're a day. Okay. All ready now. Irving's on his way. Hey, I think you'll enjoy this first item. At least I get a kick out of it. Watch the draperies to your left. And, Johnny, how about our first item going up for bid?
White Poodle.
Tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. Have a good day. That's our show for today. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with our shows. And Adam Curd presents. If you love our shows, subscribe to our YouTube channels, all right, for more great content. Decades Galore beginning this Monday. Tune in for that. Tomorrow, our last show of our February fireworks extravaganza. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye.
So much